Hello YouTube, my name is Michael and I am joining the Plus One Challenge started by Brian Gong with these fine people whose links should be showing up right about now. My target language is Spanish and I am currently roughly A1 in the language. I've had two previous attempts at trying to learn Spanish in a challenge like this. The first one really I didn't take very seriously, so it just never got started, so to speak. My second attempt, I got about 14 to 18 days in, and real life issues just conspired against me. And I had posted previous YouTube videos on how that one was going, and I had posted a challenge that I never completed. So this is to make up for failing the first time, this is my second attempt at it. My start date is September 30th, with my end date then being December 30th. My goal is to be able to hold a conversation in Spanish by the end of the challenge. Roughly be able to grab anyone who is fluent in Spanish and have a 30-minute conversation with them. My personal goal is, well, let me backtrack for a moment. I have a lifelong goal of driving the Pan American Highway from Prudhoe Bay, Alaska to Tierra de Fuga, I'm probably saying that wrong, in Argentina, basically the most southern tip of Argentina, reachable by a vehicle. And I've already driven from Prudhoe Bay to Monterrey, Mexico, and it was pretty evident pretty quickly that I was going to need to have a fairly good grasp of Spanish if I wanted this trip to succeed, and if I really want to enjoy myself by talking with locals and getting off the touristy track, so to speak. So originally my plan was to move to Mexico at the end of my original 90-day challenge. And I went as far as getting a residence visa for Mexico. Unfortunately, the same issues that torpedoed my last attempt torpedoed the move. So, but the visa itself is still good for 6 months, and then once in Mexico, it is good for up to 4 years. This will be important in a moment. So, so the question now is, how do I plan to study Spanish? And another thing I've done to try and keep me intact is to pull in some professionals, people who actually teach Spanish. My previous attempts were self-guided because I haven't done traditionally all that well with a traditional academic environment. But I figure with one-on-one instruction, with my teachers knowing what I'm attempting to do, may help me stay on track. So I had been using the previous week to find those teachers, and I've made some progress in Spanish, if I do say myself. Or at least I can at least say the alphabet. So the rules, the rules are very simple. Is if I can't be conversationally fluent in Spanish at the end of 90 days, then I'm not going to drive down the Pan American Highway. So there is an interesting twist to this, is that except for a 1 week period at the end of October, the week of Thanksgiving, and the week of Christmas, I will not be in the United States for this challenge. Instead, I will be living in countries that speak Spanish as the primary language, starting in the Dominican Republic. From there, I might go to Puerto Rico, even though that is a territory, and then possibly even Spain itself, as an additional motivating factor to keep me on track. And I have reached out to Couchsurfing. I've even found a few people to do local language exchange and have had my first conversation in Spanish with a local. So my goal is to update my blog probably on a daily or twice or every other day basis, and have a video every week documenting my work in Spanish, hopefully with a better headset, but I haven't been able to locate one as of yet. That basically sums it up. So I guess I will see you YouTube in a week, and this is Michael signing off, and to all the other Plus Oneers, best of luck, and I hope to speak with you soon.